Welcome to Film Summary. Today I am going to explain a sci-fi movie called The Suicide Squad, 2021. The film opens at Belle Reve Penitentiary, where Brian Savant is in his break room throwing a ball around at targets that he has precisely set up. He even uses his skills to bounce the ball off the walls and kill a canary. He is then pulled away by Amanda Waller as she assigns him to a mission. Savant is thrown into Task Force X, the Suicide Squad. His partner tells him that this squad is like brothers and sister for you for a few weeks. The team consists of Captain Boomerang, Javelin, Mongol, the detachable kid TDK, Weasel, Blackguard, and Harley Quinn led by Rick Flag. The team travels to the island of Corto Maltese for their mission. Upon arriving, they all fall into the water from their helicopter. Weasel falls into the water and apparently drowns, since nobody knew he couldn't swim. When the squad makes it to land, Blackguard steps out and reveals he brought the team to the mercenaries waiting for them on the beach. For his troubles, Corto Maltese army shoots the Blackguard and gets his face blown off. Harley takes out her RPG and goes in blasting, while Boomerang throws his signature weapon to slice some heads off. TDK's hands pop off, so he can use them as ineffective weapons. The mercenaries retaliate and shoot TDK and Javelin dead. Mongol runs and tries to fly to bring a chopper down, but she succeeds and crashes the helicopter. At the same time she falls under the helicopter and burns to death. Boomerang is impaled with woods and then shredded by the chopper's blades. Meanwhile, due to the catastrophe, Harley and Flag also get lost and come under something. While Savant is shocked to see all this and attempts to flee the chaos. Although Waller warns him to turn back, and he did not listen to him and keeps running, she detonates the explosive in the back of his head, causing it to blow up. They all are dead here, and no one defeats him. She then sends in her second team to finish the mission. 3 days earlier, Amanda Waller goes to recruit Robert Dubois Bloodsport. She introduces him that he is a world-class marksman. His father was a mercenary who trained his son. Now he is in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet, but Dubois tells her that I am not joining your Suicide Squad. She tells him that you have a visitor. Amanda's leverage against him is Bloodsport's teenage daughter Tyla, who is in danger of serving time for stealing. When Dubois meets his daughter, they both blame each other and start to argue loudly, as Tyla makes it clear that Bloodsport was a bad father. Dubois goes to threaten Waller into releasing Tyla, but she knows he is going to comply regardless. After that, she tells him that I will make you a leader. He accepts the offer. She introduces him to her other recruits, Christopher Smith, known as a Peacemaker, a patriotic mercenary. King Shark, he is strong and deadly, an underwater prince with a taste for human meat. Cleo Cazo, who has the ability to control rats and keeps one named Sebastian close by. And Abner Krill, known as Polkadot Man, a man with an unusual genetic disorder whose specialty is throwing weaponized polka dots. Waller informs the team about the situation in Corto Maltese. The nation was overthrown by a dictator named Silvio Luna and his right-hand man General Mateo Suarez after they executed the presidential family. They are operating in a Nazi-era research facility called Jotunheim, where they are conducting dangerous experiments, codenamed Project Starfish. The squad is assigned to find Dr. Gaius Greaves the Thinker, since he can lead them to Jotunheim and they can destroy whatever is going on in there. Presently, while Team 2 is making their way through the jungle, there was destruction everywhere, and bombs were exploding. Dubois tells the team members that tonight we will camp here. In the morning we start towards our mission. Then we see Harley, who is being shot, and she was running in the forest to escape. She finds the deadliest body of Javelin, who has been dead. Then Harley has been taken captive by Luna's men. Then we see Rick Flag, who is still alive and running in the forest. Sol Soria and her companions grab him and took him away. Early in the morning, Waller informs the team that I am sending you the location of Rick Flag where he is kept. They find that place where they are holding Rick Flag. They come across a group that they believe to be mercenaries in league with the military. First of all, King Shark picks up a man and eats him. Here the squad starts to kill everyone, and every member of the team uses their skills and starts killing everyone very badly. They make it to the camp, where Rick Flag is sitting with his contact Sol Soria, a dissident whose team, the Freedom Fighters, is trying to take Corto Maltese back from Luna and Suarez, and unfortunately her team was the group that the squad just killed. Now she helps him and goes with him. The team walks out of the jungle when they notice Polkadot Man glowing in different colors. He explains that his condition happened because his mother worked at Star Labs and experimented on him and his siblings to give them superpowers. His condition forces him to drain the dots out of him or he will die, and he views all of his enemies as his mother before killing them. Here we see Harley, whom the army puts in a car and takes to a man, whose name is President Silvio. He tells Harley that if you marry me, I will become a president again, because the nation thinks that I must be married. Harley accepts the offer because of greed. He then tells her that if anyone in the nation did not accept me as a president, I will be sent them all Jotunheimen to feed the beast. Harley finds this very bad to hear. She shoots the president in the chest. He was fallen upside down and dies there. Afterward, the president's army again comes there and imprisons her. On the other side, the Suicide Squad has reached the city. The squad is being taken by Soul's contact Milton to go to a bar called La Gatita Amable, where they will find Thinker. They all begin to tell their stories, traveling on the bus. The team makes it to the bar, but the King Shark has to stay behind since he will stick out. The squad drinks and dances before they spot Thinker. Because they know that Thinker had some weird spikes in his head, that's why when Thinker comes to the club the team recognizes him and apprehends him. But the military comes in to search everyone since they know that there are Americans in there. Bloodsport sends Ratcatcher outside with Thinker while he, Peacemaker, and Polkadot Man are all taken in. On the road, they find out that Harley is still alive, so they fight with the army in the van and kill them very badly. They also kill the driver of the van. After killing him, his van collided with a huge truck which caused their van to fall off the road, and surprisingly all three of them were alive and get out of the van. Before heading to Jotunheim, Flag insists that they will recover Harley first. Meanwhile, Harley is being tortured by Suarez's men for information. He tells Harley that how many come here with you, but she jokingly tells him that 69 men have come with me, and he gets angry, gives an electric shock. When he leaves, she is left alone with his guard. She snaps his neck with her legs and kills him, and then she picks up keys from his pocket with the help of her feet, and sets herself free. When she comes outside many guards were trying to stop her, but she starts to shoot everyone who comes in front of him. She picks up 2 guns with both hands, and starts to kill the guards very badly. At last, she comes out inside the building and sees her companions who came to her rescue. She hugs Rick Flag and become very happy. They then get Thinker and order him to get them inside Jotunheim. Thinker leads the squad to the creature that he calls Starro the Conqueror. Peacemaker and Nano set up bombs all over the place. Thinker reveals to the squad that the American government was behind the experiments involving Starro, since they have been secretly funding Corto Maltese for decades. Starro also emits smaller starfish that attach themselves to human faces and take over their bodies like zombies, and there are slews of corpses of Starro's other victims all over the facility. Flag attempts to secure the hard drive with evidence against the American government to deliver to the press, but Peacemaker turns on him per Waller's orders. Suddenly the building collapses and they all fall apart. A huge star releases himself as the building collapses. First of all, Starro grabs Thinker, tearing him in two, and splattering him across the wall. Rick Flag and Peacemaker fight with each other. They start beating each other very badly, with Flag nearly choking Peacemaker to death. But he picks a broken sink and stabs Flag through the heart. He dies there. Ratcatcher witnesses this and grabs the flash drive and runs from there. But Peacemaker captures him and attempts to kill her. Meanwhile, King Shark comes across small fish that mimic him until their aquarium is broken and they begin to leech onto him. While due to high water pressure, King Shark falls down from the building and there are already a lot of armies out there. Bloodsport is also going to fall down from the building, but Harley pulls her upward, catching his hand. King Shark falls outside and is shot by Suarez's men, but he rises and bites the head of one gunman before the rest of the squad runs out of the facility as the building bursts out, while Bloodsport, Harley, and Polkadot Man try to survive the crumbling facility. Bloodsport manages to survive going through several roofs before he lands. When he lands, he witnesses Peacemaker getting ready to execute Ratcatcher. The two mercs draw their guns and fire their bullets at each other, with Bloodsport's bullet breaking through Peacemaker's and striking him in the throat, bringing him down. Suddenly Starro is trying to get out of the building. The army is shocked at what's happening. The team also comes out of the building when Starro comes out completely. It was big, huge and looking very strange. The army starts to shoot, but the Starro releases more starfish. They all are stick to human faces. Ratcatcher tells the team that covers your faces before they stick to your faces. The starfish then proceeds to make its way into the city. Waller declares the mission over since the evidence is destroyed, but the surviving members want to save the city. Waller threatens to detonate their devices and kill them on the spot until her subordinate, Flo Crowley, brains her with a golf club and has the rest of the team guide the squad to save the city. Bloodsport begins blasting away at Starro, while King Shark goes numb on the alien and starts to bite into it. Polkadot Man envisions Starro as his mother and unleashes his polkadots to burn Starro's leg. When he burns Starro legs, he says that I am a superhero, but the starfish crushes him. Ratcatcher tries to use her beacon to summon the rats, but Bloodsport pushes her out of the way before she is killed. She then uses the beacon and gets practically every rat in the city to take down the infected citizens and start to take Starro down. Harley then charges into Starro's eye with the javelin and breaks through before the rats make their way inside and take Starro down from the inside, finally killing it and saving the city. The squad's heroics are broadcast on the news, and Tyla acknowledges her father as a hero. Bloodsport contacts Waller, ordering her to let the team and Tyla go free, or they will leak the evidence from the laboratory to the press. She reluctantly agrees and calls for the chopper to bring them home. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching.